At WUSA 9, we report on the environment because of the direct impact it has on your health and your quality of life. That's why we're working to put the latest rollbacks on environmental regulations into perspective. Some groups are calling what's going on a deregulation bombshell. The Trump administration says cutting back on clean air and clean water regulations will make the economy stronger without serious harm to the environment. Here's our environmental impact reporter, Scott Broom.
The current situation has the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency working on killing at least 31 major environmental regulations, and Congress considering slashing the EPA's budget by at least 60%. Here's EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin explaining why.
To fulfill President Trump's promise to unleash American energy, revitalize our auto industry, restore the rule of law, and give power back to the states.
It's not good for our region.
I had this conversation today with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's federal director, Keisha Sedlicek, who talked about just one rollback, a redefinition of what a wetland or U.S. waterway is.
What does it mean to redefine what a U.S. waterway or a wetland is? Why is that important?
Well, it redefines how much protections they're provided. So let me just provide a little bit of context on the Chesapeake Bay region. It spans over 64,000 square miles. It's a network of rivers, streams, and wetlands that feed into the bay itself. Wetlands are extremely critical to protecting and restoring the Chesapeake Bay. They act as a buffer. They absorb the pollution, whether we're talking about agricultural runoff or from stormwater, before it enters the rivers and the streams. But they also help to reduce the storm surges to control flooding. So a narrower definition like the one that's being proposed would exclude even more wetlands.
Bottom line, according to the Bay Foundation, is that it's likely to become easier to pave over natural areas with housing complexes or shopping centers, leaving it up to individual states to enforce requirements to catch and filter polluted stormwater to mitigate the damage. Meanwhile, at least 13 federal grant programs supporting everything from maintaining our urban tree canopy to wildlife habitat preservation are either already canceled or on hold, according to the Choose Clean Water Coalition. A former EPA administrator, Gina McCarthy, called the EPA rollbacks, quote, the most disastrous day in EPA history. Scott Broom, WUSA 9.
Scott, thank you.